Hello grade 8 children. Today I am here to do revision exercise 2. So we have covered 21 chapters in your textbook. Before you do the revision exercise, make sure that you practice all the chapters and then try the revision exercise. So we'll look at the first question. You have given 3 diagrams. Which of the above plane figures A, B, C have bilateral symmetry? So bilateral symmetry means you can divide into 2 equal parts. So here we know that when you draw a line here, it's bilateral symmetry. But this one, you can't divide. You are not getting the same side when you divide this way or this way. You can't do that. So in this figure, you don't get bilateral symmetry. What about this one? Can we divide? So when we divide this side, this is not symmetric. So you can't divide into this one as well. So which one? Which of the above plane figures A, B, C have bilateral symmetry? Only A. Which of them have rotational symmetry? So rotational symmetry means when you rotate, you are getting the same figure. So you can keep this figure on top of that after you rotate. Now here, all these figures got rotational symmetry 1. When you rotate up to 360, you get the same diagram. But that's not rotational symmetry. So here, this one only 360, you get the same diagram. This one, when you rotate 180, you get same thing. And then again 360. So you get 2 rotational symmetry. This one, if this side is equal to this side, when you rotate 180, you are getting the same thing. And then again 360. So what are the figures? Got rotational symmetry, B and C. Find the values of the angles represented by X and Y in each of the following figures. So here, look at carefully. Here, this is a straight angle. So we can write X plus 135 is 180. That's a straight angle. So X equals 180 minus 135. So you get 45 degrees for X. Now we need to find Y. How we do that? So we know sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So we can use that property. So Y plus X plus 115 is 180. So angles in a triangle, 3 angles in a triangle. Now X we know 45, 115 here and 180. So add these two, subtract from 180. So 115 plus 45, you get 160. So subtract 160 from 180, you get 20 degrees for Y. Look at this diagram. Again, you can see this is a straight angle. So X plus 53 is equal to 180, straight angle. So X equals 180 minus 53. 127. Now, how we find out Y? Now look at carefully. When you extend this length, you get this exterior angle. When you extend this, you get this one. So here we'll extend this one. You get 90-degree exterior angle. What you know about sum of exterior angles? Sum of exterior angles add up to 360 for any polygon. So you can write x plus y plus 90 is 360. Exterior angles. Then you can take x as 127 and what you do, you add these 227 plus 90. 217. Now subtract from 360. 217 subtract. You get 3, 4, 143 degrees. Look at this one. So we can see this is also 180. It's a straight angle. So x plus 70 is 180 because it's a straight angle. X equals 180 minus 70, you get 110. Now y value. This is a quadrilateral. What do you know about angle sum in a quadrilateral? That's 360. So we can use 90 plus 110 plus x. X is also 110 plus y. All four angles add up to 360 because this is quadrilateral. So add all these. 110 plus 90, 200. 200 plus 110, 310. So 310 plus y equals 360. So what's y? 360 minus 310. You get 50 degrees. Look at this diagram. This is a straight angle. So x plus 84 is 180 because of a straight angle. Then what's x? You subtract 84 from 180. 96. Now how can we find a? This is a quadrilateral. When you add all the angles, interior angles, that's equal to 360. So a plus 66 plus 84. That's equal to 360 because of quadrilateral. Then 2a, a and a, 2a. So add these two and subtract from 360. So what is 66 plus 84? You get 150. So subtract 150 from that, you get 210. So what's the a value? 210 divided by 2. 105. Now, how you find out y? Y is again here using this straight angle, you can find y. So, I'll do it here. So, y plus 105 now is equal to 180. So what's y value? Y is 180 minus 105. You do it here, 180 minus 105. Subtract 75. So I'll write here straight away, y equals 75. Simplify. So these are fraction multiplication. So what's the first step when you multiply? Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Now see whether you can simplify. I can simplify with this and this. Divide by 5, you get 1 and 4. Divide by 3, here 1 and 9. So what's the fraction? 4 over 9. This one, you get a mixed number. Convert to improper fractions. 7 times 1, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. Multiply the numerators and divide by 7. 7 times 1 and 7 times 2. So 10 times 2, you get 20. Again, mixed number and whole number. Convert to improper fractions. 12 into 8 times 2, 16 plus 3, 19. Now, multiply the numerators and denominator, you get 8. Divide by 4. 4 times 2, 4 times 3. Now, multiply 3 times 9, 27. 2 remaining. 3 times 1, 3 plus 2, 5. So, 57 divided by 2. You get 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 8, 16. So, and another half is there. 28 and a half. Two mixed numbers. Convert to improper fractions. 6 times 4, 24 plus 1, 25. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, 8. Multiply the numerators separately and the denominators separately. Now simplify. 5 times 1, 5 times 5. 2 times 3, 2 times 4 here. Now you get 4 times 5, 20 there, and 3 you can write as a mixed number. 3 times 6, 16. So 6 and 2/3. Now fraction division. So what you do for division? You write the first fraction as it is and convert to multiplication by taking the reciprocal. So 3 goes there, 2 goes below. Now, normal multiplication. Multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. So 2 times 1, 2 times 3. 9 over 7, you can write as 1, 2/7. This one, you get the first fraction as it is, convert to multiplication by taking the reciprocal. Before that, it's better to convert to improper fraction. I'll convert to improper fraction first. 4 times 1, 4, 4 plus 3, 7. Now, multiply by the reciprocal. So 4 goes there, 7 below. So 7, 7 and 4 times 1 and 4 times 3, you get 1 over 3. This one, mixed number. Convert it to improper fractions. 11 times 3, 33. 33 plus 2, 35. This one, 2 times 7, 14. 14 plus 1, 15. Now convert to a multiplication. Then take the reciprocal of this. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. So what you get? Divide by 5, 3 and 7. So that's all. So 7 times 7, 49. 11 times 3, 33. So when you convert to mixed number, you get 1. 49 minus 33, you get 16. So 16 over 33. This one? 16 divided by 4 and 4 sevens. So you can first convert to improper fractions. 7 times 4, 28. 28 plus 4, 32. Now convert to multiplication by taking the reciprocal. Multiply the numerator separately and then divide by 32. This is 2. So 7 over 2, or as a mixed number, that's 3 and a half. Question number 4. Find suitable values for x, y and z in the following chart, where x is the product of 3 different pairs of numbers. So here from this we can see 4.5 into y equals x. And here x we can straight away write from this one 4.1 into 9. And then after you get the x value, you substitute here and find y, and substitute here and you can find out z. So I'll write down the other equation also. X equals 1.25 into z. So those are the 3 equations given. So we can do this one first. Multiply by 9. 9 times 1, 9. 9 times 4, 36. First, ignore the decimal point and just multiply. And then keep one place here. So 36.9 is x. Now we know x. Substitute here. 4.5 into y equals 36.9. So what's y? 36.9 divided by 4.5. How you divide? By a decimal number? You can get rid of the decimal point. You multiply this by 10. So when you do that, you have to do the same thing for the numerator. Multiply by 10. So that means the calculation, when you multiply by 10, this becomes 369. This is 45. Now you can divide. So first you can divide by 3. 3 times 1, 3 times 5. 3 times 1, 2, 3. Now again you can divide by 3. 3 times 5, 3 times 4 and 1. Now 41 over 5. What's the answer? 41 over 5. 5 times 8, 40 and 1 remaining. When you take another 0, you have to put a decimal point. 5 times 2, 10. So 8.2. So that's the y value. Now we'll find out z value using the third equation. You know the x value. 36.9. This is 12.1.25. So how you find out z? Z value is 36.9 divided by 1.25. Now here 2 places are there, so you need to multiply this by 100. When you do that, this also moves 2 places to the right. So what you get? You get 3690 divide by 125. So we'll divide and see. 3690, 125. So when you take 3 times, it's bigger than this, so we have to take 2. 2 times this is 250. When you subtract, you get 119. 4190. How many 125s are there? For 1000, that's how many? 9. 9 times this is this value. So here 9. 9 times 5, 45. 4 remaining. 9 times 2, 18 plus 4, 22. 2 remaining. 9 times 1, 9 plus 2, 11. So you get 10. 1 remaining, 3, and this is 6. So 65. We can take another decimal place. For 650, you get 5 there. 5 times 5, 25. 2 remaining. 5 times 2, 10 plus 2, 12. 1 remaining. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1, 6. So you get another 25 here. When you take another 0, this is exactly 2. So 2 times 125 is 250. So what's the answer for Z? Z equals 29.52. Question number 5. The mass of a box of biscuits is 1.02 kilos. Find the mass of 15 such boxes. So 1 is this much. So how you find out for 15? Multiply by 15. So you can find out mass is equal to 15 times 1.02. This is in kilograms. Now ignore decimal. Just multiply by 15 first. 10 and 5. Then you get this value. Now think about how many places are there? 2 places. So keep 2 places to the left. So 15.30 kg. The cost of 1 meter of cloth is 52.75. What is the cost of 12.5 meters of this cloth? So 1 meter is this much. So you need to just multiply by 12.5. So we need to find out the cost. Total cost is equal to 52.75. That's for 1 meter. For 12.5, you just multiply by 12.5. Decimal multiplication. Ignore the decimal, just multiply. 5,275 by 125. 125. 0, 0, you get multiply by 1 first. Put 0 and multiply by 2 now. And multiply by 5. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 7, 35. Plus 2, 37. 5 times 2, 10 plus 3, 13. 5 times 5, 25 plus 1, 26. 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 5, 19. 1 remaining. So you get 5, 6. Now think about how many places you need to keep. 1, 2, 3 places. 1, 2, 3 here. So what's the answer? This is in rupees. 659.375, but normally sends correct to 2 decimal place. So you can round it. This is like 38 cents. 659 and 38 cents. Question number 7. The length of reel of lace is 18.6. It is cut into 6 equal parts. What would be the length of each strip? So this is 18.6. They are asking what's the length of one part. So length is equal to, the total is 18.6 divided by 6. So ignore decimal and just divide. 6 times 3, 18. Then 6 times 1. Now 1 decimal place is there, so you keep 1 decimal place. So 3.1. So length of one part is 3.1. What's the unit? Meters. Question number 8. What is the maximum number of pieces of rope of length 12.27 meters that can be cut from a rope of length 137.43? So we have to divide. So number of pieces is total length is 137.43 divided by 12.27. Both are in meters. So how you divide? By a decimal value. You remove this decimal place. Multiply by 100. Do the same thing. So you get 13,743 divided by 1,227. Now we'll divide. Long division. 13743 divided by 1227. Here 1227. When you subtract, you get 147. Now for 1473, you get another 1. 1227. Subtract 6, 4, 246. And take another 0, then you have to put the decimal point. So can we take 2? Yeah, we'll take 2. 2 times 7, 14. 1 remaining. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 2 times 2, 4 and this. So when you subtract, you get 6 remaining. But this is about number of pieces. So we'll round it. Roughly how many pieces? So this is 11.2. You can round it and say can cut into 11 pieces. Question number 9. A golden thread is pasted around the rectangular wall hanging shown in the figure. What is the total length of the thread that has been pasted? So this is a rectangle. Width or breadth is 9.7 and length is 15.3. So what's the total length? Total length is the perimeter of the rectangle. Just add it. 2 times 15.3 and 2 times 9.7. First multiply by 2. 2 times 3. Here, without multiplying, you can do this way also. When you take 2 out here, this is 15.3 and 9.7 addition. So it's easier than do separately. 15.3 plus 9.7. 25. So 25 times 2, you get 50 centimeters is the length of the thread needed. Then part 2, find the minimum length of thread needed to create 16 such wall hangings. So multiply by 16. So second part, total length for 16 wall hangings. Multiplied by 16. So put 0 and multiply by 5. 5 times 6, 30. 3 remaining. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, 8. So you need 18 centimeters, or when you divide by 100, you get 8 meters. So if this is divide by 100, you can write 8 meters. Part 3. If the price of 1 meter of this thread is 12.80, 12 rupees and 80 cents, find the amount of money needed to buy thread for the above 16 wall hangings. So we need 8 meters. 1 meter is this much, so you need to multiply by 8. So total price you need is 8 into 12.80. So multiply by 8 without considering the decimal point. 8 times 0, 0. 8 times 8, 64. 6 remaining. 8 times 2, 16 plus 6, 22. 2 remaining. 8 times 1, 8 plus 2, 10. So 2 places you have to keep for the decimal place. So what's the value? 102 rupees and 40 cents. Question number 10. Ratio given A to B is 4 to 3. B to C 6 to 5. You are asked to find what is A to B to C. So we'll take A to B to C. A to B, these two 4 to 3. C to B to C, 6 to 5. Now to find out A to B to C, you need to find out the lowest common multiple of 3 and 6. So what is lowest common multiple? That's 6. 3 and 6, the maximum is 6. So this is the same as this. Here how you convert 3 to 6? Multiply by 2. So you have to do the same thing for here. 2 times 4, 8. So what's the ratio A to B to C? 8 to 6 to 5. Question number 11. The following table shows the ratios according to which wheat flour, sugar and margarine are mixed to make a type of sweetmeat which is produced by the two companies named P and Q. So two companies are there. So 2 to 1 ratio here. Here 3 to 2. Sugar to margarine 3 to 2 here. 5 to 4. Find the ratio of wheat flour to sugar to margarine in the sweetmeat made by company P. So company P. So we'll take wheat flour, sugar and margarine. Wheat flour to sugar, that's 2 to 1. Sugar to margarine, that's 3 to 2. Then you can find out what's the total. Here, lowest common multiple of 1 and 3, that's 3. If this is 3, this is same as here. This one you have to multiply by 3 to get this value. So multiply by 3, you get 6. So the ratio is 6 to 3 to 2. This is for company P. Find the ratio of wheat flour, sugar, margarine in the sweetmeat made by company Q. Company Q now. Wheat, sugar, margarine. So what's the ratio? 3 to 2, this one, and 5 to 4, this one. So what's the common one? 2 and 5, you have to convert to 10. That's the lowest common multiple. If this is 10, this is multiplied by 2 to get 10. So multiply by 2, you get 8 here. Here to here, this is multiplied by 5. So you have to do the same thing here. Multiply by 5, this is 15. So ratio is 15 to 10 to 8. That's company Q. Part 3. With reasons indicate which company produces the sweetmeat that tastes sweeter. So sweeter means the sugar, the content should be high. Now, how can we compare these two? You can't just compare just this value and this value because the ratios are different. Now we'll write down here and see. 15 to 10 to 8. This is P, this is Q. Now in this one, how we find out which one got high sugar content? So we can take the ratio. Ratio means the fraction of containing sugar. So when you take the company P, what's the sugar content? Sugar content is, so how many sugar parts are there in company P? 3 parts out of altogether 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 2, 11 parts. Company Q, what's the sugar content? 10 parts out of 15 plus 10, 25, 25 plus 8, 33. Now you can compare these two. So we'll take the lowest common multiple of 11 and 33, that's 33. So you need to convert this one to the denominator 33. That means multiply by 3. So 3 times 3, 9. Now we can compare the numerators. This numerator is high. So 10 is bigger than 9. So you can write 10 over 33 is bigger than 9 over 33. So that means Q, company sweetmeat is sweeter than company P. So we can write company Q got more sweeter sweetmeat. Question number 12. When 7 is added to 3 times the answer that is obtained when 2 is subtracted from 5 times the number denoted by x, the result is 61. So you need to create an equation. The number is x. When 7 is added to, we'll try to do that. 7 is added to 3 times the answer that is obtained. Answer that is obtained when 2 is subtract from 5 times the number denoted by x. when 2 is subtracted from 5 times the unknown x, the result is 61. See how we can create that? So 7 is added to 3 times of the answer. Answer obtained by 2 is subtracted from 5 times the number denoted by x. That's equal to 61. Now we'll solve this equation. First, expand brackets. You get 7 plus 15x minus 6 equals 61. Now 15x equals 7 minus 6, 1. Take it to the other side. 61 minus 1. You get 60. So 15x is 60. What's x? 60 divided by 15. You get 4. So x equals 4. So construct an equation using the above information and solve the equation that was constructed. So this is solving. You get x equals 4. Question number 13. The mass of a packet of certain sweetmeat is m grams. 12 such packets are packed in a box of mass 300 grams. The total mass of 3 boxes packed as above is 13.5 kilos. Find the mass of a packet of sweetmeat by constructing an equation and solving it. So we'll try to solve that. So m is the unknown variable here. The mass of a packet of a certain sweetmeat is m grams. 12 such packets. So what's the weight for 12 packets? 12 m. In a box of mass 300 grams. So that means the total mass, one box is 300 grams and there are 12 sweetmeat packets. So the total mass of 3 boxes. So this is one box. Total mass of 3 boxes means you have to multiply this by 3. Packed as above is 13.5 kilos. So 13.5 kilos means you have to convert to grams. 13.5 kilos you can write multiplied by 1000. That means move this decimal place 3 places to the right. 13,500 grams. Find the mass of a packet of sweetmeat by constructing an equation. So this is the equation. So first you can divide by 3. The whole equation divide by 3. This 3 get cancelled out and you get 12m plus 300. So 3 times 4, 12 and this is 5. So 4,500. Subtract 300 from that. When you subtract 300, you get 4,200 here. So that's 12m. M is 4,200 divided by 12. You get, what's the value? So divide this by 12. 4,200 divided by 12. 12 times 3, 36. So you get 6 remain. For 60, 12 times 5. So you get 350 grams. This is in grams. So one sweetmeat packet is 350 grams. Question number 14. Write the following fractions and ratios as percentages. What are percentages? Fractions with denominator 100. So first one, 3/5. You multiply by 100 and divide by 100 means percentage sign. So 3 times 100 divide by 5. What's the answer? 5 times 1, 20. Here 20 times 3, 60%. 80 over 150. Convert to percentage means multiply by 100 and divide by 100 again. So 80 times 100 divide by 150. 1 0 get cancelled out. 5 times 3, 5 times 2. So you get 160 divide by 3. So what's the answer? 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 3, 9 and 1/3. 53 and 1/3%. This one. 1500 divided by 4500 multiplied by 100%. 2 zeros get cancelled out. And 3 times this one is 45. 100 divided by 3. 3 times 3, 9. For 10 again 3 and 1 remaining. So 33 and 1/3%. 3 to 2. So how you convert 3 to 2? You can write as a fraction 3 over 2. Multiply by 100%. So 3 times 100 divide by 2. You get 2 times 50. 50 times 3. You get 150%. 3 to 5. 3 over 5. Multiply by 100 and divide by 100. So 3 times 100 over 5. 5 times 20. 20 times 3, 60%. Question number 15. 60% of the students in a class went on a trip. If the total number of students in the class is 45, how many students did not go on the trip? So number of students went on the trip. Is 60%. So if this is 60%, what's the number of students did not go? So 100 minus 60, that's 40%. Now it says the total number of students is 45. So what's the number of students who did not go on the trip? So 40% of 45. So number of students is number of students is 40% means 40 over 100 times 45. So 40 into 45 over 100. So divide by 2, you get 9. Divide by 2 here, 2 times 9, 18 students did not go on this trip. Question number 16. A bank charges interest of 10,750 rupees per annum. Annum means 1 year. For a loan of 75,000 rupees. Write the interest as a percentage of the loan amount. So how you calculate the interest? Interest is equal to charge out of 75,000. They charge 10,750 rupees. And as a percentage, you multiply by 100. This 0 you can cancel out. 2 zeros with this one. So that means 1075 divided by 75. So 1000. 75 divided by 75. This is 1. So for 325, you get 4. When you subtract, you get 25 here. For 250, what's the value? 3. 3 times 5, 15. 1 remaining. 3 times 7, 21. Plus 1, 22. So you get 25 here. So again, this is repeating 250 again. So you can just write correct to 1 decimal place, or here 3 repeating. So you can write down the interest is 14.3 recurring, or you can write just correct to 1 decimal place, 14.3. Question number 17. 16% of the eggs that were being transported in a vehicle cracked due to an unavoidable circumstance. The number of eggs that cracked was 208. Find the total number of eggs that were being transported and how many eggs did not crack. Okay, so 16% of the eggs that were being transported in a vehicle cracked. So this is the cracked percentage. The number of eggs that cracked was 208. So 16% is 208. So you are asked to find out the total number. How you find out the total number? We find out for one part, that's divide by 16 and multiply by 100. So what's the value? So you get, it's divisible, no? 208 divided by 16, this is 1, and for 48, this is 3. So 13. 13 into 100, 1,300 altogether. So how many eggs did not crack? We know the total is 1,300, 208 already cracked. So the remaining part, (1,092) eggs did not crack. Question number 18. A is given 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. B is letters of the word Polonnaruwa. C is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Fill in the blanks using the suitable symbol from this side. What's that? Belongs to, or an element of. This means not an element or not belongs to. So 5 is in A. So that's a member. So 5 belongs to A, or 5 is a member of A. 9 is a member of C. So you can put this symbol. 18 is not a member in C. So you can cross out like that. Capital N is a member in B. So belongs to or a member of, element of. 17 in A. 17 is not in A. B and B? No. Letter B is not in the set B. So you can cross out this. And then write down the values of Na, Nb, Nc means number of elements in each set. Na. What's Na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's Nb? Letters. 1. So here all together you have to count different letters. So P once. O you get twice. L is another letter. N is another letter. A, R, U, W, A, you can't take it again. So how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is number of elements in B. C. Number of elements in C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the elements in those sets. Question number 19. D is even prime numbers greater than 10. Prime numbers are numbers that's divisible by 1 and itself. What are even prime numbers? Do we have even prime numbers? We don't have. So D is just an empty set. So 2, what is the value of ND? There's nothing means 0 elements are there. Third one, write the special name given for the set D, empty set. Or what's the other set? What's the other name for that? Null set. Question number 20. First part, the surface area of a cube is 150 square centimeters. Find the length of an edge of the cube. So this is about a cube, first part. So cube means all sides are equal and 6 sides are there, faces. So if the length of one side is A, so how can you write down the surface area? One side is A times A squared. You get 6 sides of that. So 6A squared is 150. So divide by 6, you get A squared. 6 times 2, 12 and 5. How you get A? A is the square root of 25. Square root value. This is a square number. So you get 5 times 5. So 5 centimeters is the length of one side of the cube. Part B. Find the surface area of the cuboid shaped block of wood shown in the figure. Now we have to look at this diagram. So you are asked to find out the surface area. So what's the surface area of a cuboid? So again 6 faces are there, 3 different faces. But here, because of this is a square, you get all the other lengths are equal. This is also 5. So that means 2 squares you are getting, 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 times 2, because you get 2 squares. And how many rectangles you are getting with the same size? 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the other 4 sides are equal with 5 and 10. 5 is the breadth and 10 is the length. So what's the total surface area? 25 times 2, 50 here. Then 4 times 5, 20. So 200. So 250, what's the unit? Square centimeters is the surface area of the cuboid. Now second part. The above cuboid shaped block of wood is cut so that the 2 equal cubes are formed. What is the surface area of each one of them? Now this means this one cut into 2 parts. So you get here, this is 5 and this is 5. 2 cubes. Now they are asking what's the surface area of each one of them. Now consider 1 cube. So what's the surface area? One side is 5 times 5 and you get 6 sides. So 25 times 6. You get 150 square centimeters. Then part 3. Indicate whether the surface area of each of these cubes is exactly half the surface area of the cuboid according to the answer to 1 and 2. Surface area of the cuboid is 250. So 250 divided by 2, you get 125. But the surface area of the cube is 150. So you are not getting the same answer. So you are exactly half of the surface area of the cuboid. So it's not true. So 250 is the total surface area of the cuboid. When you divide this by 2, you get 125. But each cube is 150 square centimeters. So this is not equal to 125. So we can say not equal. Why this is not equal? Now when you cut it, you get additional 2 parts. So you get a square there to this cube and a square there. So the surface area is not the same. So we discussed all exercises in the revision 2. Now next time we'll meet you with the first lesson in the third term.